Hey guys, Max here from shopsolarkits.com. Today's just a super quick video. We get tons of calls every day about the Goal Zero Yeti 3000X. So we're going to be talking about some alternatives to it. I want to just plant a flag here and say that we are not kind of bad mouthing Goal Zero. They're a great company. I would say they kind of like pioneered almost the solar generator revolution, whatever you're going to call it. They were the first to market with like portable power banks and stuff like this. I mean, with that, the first to market, they have huge notoriety, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, thousands of views on YouTube, those kind of things. They also command kind of like a higher price for their product, a premium price. So with those price points, though, we have a lot of customers calling in and asking about alternatives and seeing our article about the Goal Zero Yeti 3000X, which I will link in the show notes. But I'm going to kind of pass the floor over here to Alex. He's our sales manager. So if you call in, odds are you're going to speak with him, maybe myself or Mike. And yeah, Alex, a lot of people call in. So if you want to run us through kind of the specs of the Goal Zero Yeti 3000 and maybe some of the other options out there, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like you said, I mean, tons of people calling, they're like, I'm looking at the Goal Zero 3000X. I kind of, before I pull the trigger, should there be something else I'm looking at? And then usually there's like three main concerns that we get into there that they have that they want to kind of like run it up against. And that's the life cycles on the battery for the 3000X, the AC charger, and the time it takes to charge from any kind of standard wall outlet. And then obviously, yeah, the price of actually the full packages, not necessarily just the unit alone, but trying to build it into like a kit that will actually work for emergency backup or in a van and that sort of thing. So, I mean, if we dive right into it and look at it, typically what people are looking at is the Line Safari ME. You can see it kind of there in the middle of the
I've
chart.
got it right here, actually, too, the
Yeah,
Line Safari here. Yeah.
great unit. There's an expansion pack that sits on top of it, but most people are looking at that, and that's kind of the one there. But there are a few other options that we'll get into. So if we look at the Goal Zero, though, the big thing here, it's got a 3,000 watt hour battery, which is great. The ME is basically 3,000 watt hours to a little bit less. The 2,000 watt inverters, it's got a 3,500 watt surge. The ME's got it on the surge at 4,000, which is just when something kicks on an air conditioner or a pump or something like that. Then where it starts to kind of fall apart is these life cycles, and it's like, holy cow,
Right.
500 life cycles. And it's kind of like, what's a life cycle? Why does it matter? More or less, it's just going from 0 to 100% or vice versa. And
That
every time
counts
you
as
do
like
that,
one life cycle, right?
yeah, exactly. And so, people calling in saying like, I'm going to use this in my van every single day. Are we saying that like in a year and a half, basically I'm going to start to see some degradation on the battery or what's that mean? And it's like, yeah, exactly. If you're cycling this just once a day, you've got about a year and a half, and then it's going to start to lose its efficiency and kind of go down. Industry standard, as if we just look at this chart, says it's, somewhere at least 1,000, and it looks like most of them are 2,000 plus life cycles. So it definitely makes sense that people are like, whoa, what's going on here? Emergency backup situations, you might be saying, well, I'm only going to be using this a handful of times, yada, 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 which is fair. It's just that most people are saying, hey, if I'm going to invest $3, $4, $5,000, I want to make sure that this thing's going to last, regardless if I'm only going to use it a handful of times or
And even
if,
though you and I were talking earlier, in a grid down situation, let's say where you need to pull out your Goal Zero or something like this, let's say we have customers that will be without power for multiple days. They might need to charge and discharge that thing a couple of times. So you're eating into your 500 life cycles a lot over one grid down situation. That happens a couple of times, and you're really chewing into your 500 life cycles.
exactly. And I mean, that's what I was going to say. And who knows if we get into 2 week, 3 week situations, and it can eat into it. But at the same time, that is one thing to consider. But yeah, that is just like, whoa, what's going on there? And then, I mean, 600 watt solar input, not bad for a unit that size. If we look at something like the Blue Yeti AC 200P, it's another alternative option here. The AC200P, I guess, to stick on the life cycles, and the Line Safari ME, which are probably the two most popular alternative options that people end up going with, both have 3,500 life cycles. So it's not like the life cycles are close even really,
Yeah.
or like an option. It's kind of crazy. The ME, I mean, not to get too technical, the base unit has 2,000 life cycles, I believe, and then the expansion pack is what has the 3,500. But still, I mean, blended, it's 2,500 life cycles. And so it's definitely something that we see is a deal breaker for a lot of people, which is totally fair. What kind of becomes the even bigger one, though, is the AC wall charge time. So it can put 230 watts in from the AC wall charger, which means it takes about 14 hours.
That's the Goal Zero, right?
The Goal Zero. Yeah, the Goal Zero takes about 14 hours. And so Goal Zero has always been known for slow charging. Typically, when you have slow charges, what you'll find a lot of units like the Blue Yeti 1500, EB150 or the 240, they'll have really high life cycles because they're kind of like taking care of the battery being light on the charging with it. But here, you don't get quick or you get slow wall charging and you get low life cycle. So it's kind of like the double whammy.
Doesn't really make sense that way.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really make sense. And so if you're in a pinch, the picture that, customers have actually painted for me and then I, paint for other people is like, if you're in a wildfire in California situation or you're in a hurricane or some sort of situation like that, a storm, usually you can drive an hour or 40 minutes to a family member's home, plug your unit in, charge it while you have a meal, you talk, whatever, you hang out, and then take it and go. With the Goal Zero, that's not really an option to charge in a
Right.
pinch. Whereas the ME, it's got upwards of 600 watts in off the AC. So the base unit you can charge in like 2 hours. The whole system you can charge, 5-6 hours, which still takes a while. But the AC 200p, you can charge it fully in 4 hours with one AC wall charger. What people love about it is you can hook two AC wall
Right.
chargers up to it and charge it basically super quick.
Hmm.
So again, the Goal Zero 2, if you're coming home from work on a Friday, Max, I know you always love telling this to customers. It's like,
Hmm.
and you want to go rip off and you're like, oh crap, I didn't charge the generator. Any other of these options that we're talking about, the two other options, you could throw those on the charger and put a really significant amount of charge back into your
While you're
battery.
packing up and getting ready to go, you're charging up your generator and you're going to get a significant increase in the battery, enough to probably be going for like 3 days camping if you wanted, where that wouldn't happen with the Goal Zero, right?
Exactly, exactly. And so it's just like in a pinch charging, or I mean, there's other reasons for it, that people are concerned with the AC charging, but they definitely don't love the really
Hmm.
slow AC charging on the 3000X. So you got life cycles, you got AC charging, and then you kind of hinted at it. The Goal Zero stuff definitely carries a heavier price point. At first glance, the ME on its own does go for like 3498, which is a little bit more than the Goal Zero 3000X. I mean, we got people, straight up doing that because they're like, I mean, 3,500 life cycles, 500 life cycles, that's a no brainer.
Yeah.
But we've got some packages that we've put together where you get a really good price point. You get the panels that fold. We have an Lion Safari ME Gold kit that's just like
Right.
by far just can't keep those things on the shelf right now with the amount of people that are buying them up. It's about $3,900, $4,000 in that range out the door, for everything: four solar panels, cables, connectors, the expansion, everything. The same kit basically with the Goal Zero is about $5,200. So
Right. That's a
you
big
basically,
difference.
it's a big difference. You put $1,000 in your pocket and you walk away with, triple, quadruple the life cycles,
Hmm.
and you're good to go. So that's
Yeah.
definitely the most popular alternative
Kind
option right
of, yeah. So if I understand correctly here, it's like the Lion Safari ME is almost the apples to apples comparison with the Goal Zero. The AC 200p Bluetti, the same inverter, slightly smaller battery. So it's more of a budget friendlier option this way, that you still have the same output, a little bit less battery, but for the extra money you're saving, that's totally worth it for a lot of people, right?
Yeah, and the one thing that's cool with the Blue Eddies, they rate it to 700 watts, but it's actually 150 volts DC. And so there
Right.
are some ways that you can hook it up. I mean, we wouldn't recommend just going and doing it. You call us, we can kind of explain it to you how you would do it. But there are ways that you can safely connect upwards of 1,000 watts of solar to the generator. And so people like that because you can kind of offset the small battery with
With a
more.
fast recharge with a lot of solar kind of going into it, right?
Yeah, so if you want to run an AC during the day or something, as an example, a small one, you wouldn't want to run anything major off it, and it's drawing a lot of power out of the unit. You want to be able to pump that back in while the sun is up,
Mm.
and so you can kind of do that with the AC 200p. But we have a hex kit with 6 solar panels, so same 600 watts of solar. If we stick with that, cables, connectors, everything, and I think out the door you're like 2,800. So you're talking like 50% cost wise
Oh
on
my
the,
gosh. Yeah.
yeah, Yeti.
$2,800 for the six panels, connectors, cables, and the AC 200p for that whole kit. And just the base Goal Zero 3000 there is 3,200. So
Yeah, and I
yeah.
mean, they recommend their solar panels. They kind of like tout those and really push those, and they haven't necessarily gone proprietary, which is smart on their part. But they get close with the way they kind of position everything, and so warranties, shelf life,
Hmm.
weight, all that stuff. I mean, the units we're talking about here are all on the bigger side. They're all carrying,
Hmm.
pretty standard warranties and
2-year
everything like that.
warranties, weights are pretty much the same, everything. I mean, again, this is just a high level video to kind of talk about, because we get these calls all the time about the Goal Zeros specifically. Great marketing, first to market with these things. So I mean, they have big reach right there, great influencers, all these kind of things, but there are some useful alternatives on the market. As I say, I'll link in the show notes here the reviews that we have on the Goal Zero Yeti 3000. Stay tuned, guys, because we will have a video on the Goal Zero Yeti 6000 and the options for that. There's some really cool generators in that kind of size and price point to look at. So we'll have a future video on that. But yeah, I mean, thanks, Alex, for hopping on here and kind of explaining the difference. We tell this to customers every day. So yeah, do you have any other final closing thoughts?
No, I think that's good to go. If you have any other questions, concerns, you want to know more about like a Titan and how it compares, or an EcoFlow,
Or a high
something like
soulless
high
even?
Solus, yeah, these other units, we carry all these units that you
Hmm.
see here to the left of it. So feel free to just give us a call, and we'd be happy to kind of
Yeah,
talk you through it and see what makes most sense.
right on. Thanks, Alex.